Lorna Rattray was born in 1875, one of 7 daughters of James Rattray, the wealthy founder of a prominent Dunedin merchant firm. She was thus one of Dunedin's social elite, her name often mentioned in the society news of the local papers. Lorna trained as a nurse and was a member of the first contingent of nurses accepted into the newly formed New Zealand Army Nursing Service, who went to Egypt in 1915. Lorna sailed from New Zealand in July on the Mahino, the maiden voyage of this Union Steamship Company vessel, as a hospital ship, one of 2 used by New Zealand during the war, the other being the Marama. Following their arrival in Egypt, the nurses from Christchurch and Dunedin went to Port Said to join the staff of the No. 1 New Zealand Stationary Hospital. This was a 500-bed convalescent hospital under canvas, which took in the casualties from the Gallipoli campaign. In October, it was decided to move the hospital to Mudros on the Greek island of Lemnos to be closer to Gallipoli. The hospital was loaded onto a special train to Alexandria and then on to the Marquette for Salonika, Greece. Disaster struck when the ship was torpedoed, sinking in just 15 minutes. Lorna was among 10 nurses who drowned. Her friend and fellow NZANS nurse Edith Popwell supported her in the water until she died and described her death in a letter to friends.
We kept together the day of our disaster and hung onto the same piece of wreckage, but Lorna was not as strong as I am and simply couldn't do it. I held her on for a long, long time, and then she died of utter exhaustion not long before we were picked up. It was so dreadful. I was just able to hold up her face while she died, and then soon I had to let her go. I couldn't hold her any longer. But it was the most awful thing, having to let her go and seeing her little grey body float right away from me.
Lorna Rattray is commemorated as one of the Marquette Angels by the Special Nurses Memorial Chapel at Christchurch Public Hospital and on the Mekra Memorial in Greece.